Hi guys. Okay, but like I forgot to find out how am I gonna see their comments?
5, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, guys. I'm just learning how to do this. And oh, are those for me?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Husband is just helping me figure out how to do this. Just so you know, it's not just a button. You have to do a number of things. And oh, I have people. I honestly was like, it'll just be me and Heimdall's Gate. And now I see there's a couple people. So that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to my husband. Bye, husband. And he will hopefully deal with my children. Okay, so yes, it's working. Okay, he says hello and goodbye. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. That was. Guys, it's hard. Like, getting a live stream set up. Like, oh my goodness. I don't really watch too many live streams, but they make it look so easy. Okay. So, hey guys. Okay, hey, Andrew with the bangs. Okay, so all right, guys. Let's just start reading some of the names of people here. So, hey, Greg Allen. Heimdall's Gate. I knew you'd be here. Oryx. Is that how I say it? Okay. I'm a little bit behind, guys, so just a second. You have a few people swinging through Heimdall's Gate. Thanks, Matt. Okay, can I just call you Matthew? Because I know your name's Matthew. I don't know how to do super chats. Like, what do I? Oh crap, you guys! I turned off the monetization because the how-to video suggested that I turn it off, and I don't know how to turn it back on. Oh no. Okay, guys, I guess that, like, I don't know. I have an error. We'll see if it works. Okay. Um, the feed tanked. Okay, guys, I'm gonna, oh shoot. Oh man. So is it, guys, do you see it? Is it, okay. Oh gosh. It crashed, like it just, I don't even, guys, can you see me? So it said, please use keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. I have no idea what. I don't know. Do you have any idea? So you can, people are just like still talking. But what did he say about the stream health? Warning. 4. So that means I need to. How do I do that? Suggestion streams. We recommend that you use a stream of. How do I do that? Yeah, can you? Okay, guys. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just gonna do a quick. Okay, I don't even know, hun. Okay. This is a disaster. Okay. I need to end the stream. Okay, should I stop? Okay. Okay. Oh, it still says it's still going. Guys, can you see me? Oh, I always enjoy it. Okay, can you guys? They're like talk. Okay, okay. Can you please give me a sign? Okay, bye. I don't know. It fixed. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, bye. You guys, that was so bad. like, should I be embarrassed, or is it like, oh, like how it goes? First timer. Like, is it normal for it to be horrendous? Okay, I just need to put it on Twitter here in case anyone of my followers wants to. Hey, folks. Okay. Okay. So, I just tweeted that. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's go over on to what is being said here. We see you, sort of, but your feed keeps going out, but that's old. You're popping in and out. You keep starting and stopping. Okay, fixed. See you, hear you. Yes. Okay, much better. I can see you and hear you. Yes, it is good now. There is a sound reverb now. Oh. Should I do the headphones? Oh, how do I do that? How do I make it so that the comments are like up longer? What does that even mean? The comments are only up for like, how do I make, oh no. I'm having more trouble? Gosh, you guys. How's the sound? Is it good? Is it good? Yeah. No reverb, so it's okay. I don't have to do headphones or anything. Guys, how am I doing? Like, I need a little encouragement here. So, okay. Coming through okay. Okay, sounds good. No reverb. Okay. That's the last I heard. So, that's the last comment. Is there, yeah, okay. Sound is good. Okay. Okay, you had what? Okay, Riyadh. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. So Riyadh. I'm just gonna say guess. Riyadh. No. The sound is good. I had 2 channels in the background. My bad. Yeah, you're bad. You confused me. I'm already confused enough. Hey guys, how do I highlight a comment so that you guys can see it on my screen? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Do I just like Riyadh? Okay. Put this in time for guys. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research for next time. Okay, I'm at 14 viewers. You guys, I was hoping for 10. So, oh no, we're at 13. Shoot, someone didn't like me saying the numbers out loud. Okay, so I just was hoping to have 10, and I have more than I was hoping for. So that is one goal met. So, am I first age? Actually, I'm not. Fat Alice, what kind of a name? Okay, Fat Alice has said, guys, how do I put the thing on the screen? Has said, put in time. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Is it up? Is it up on there? No. Hey, you deleted it. Why'd you delete it? Okay, well, I'm still gonna answer it anyway. Or did I delete it, guys? Did I delete it? No, I don't know, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna stop worrying about the technical. I'll just have to figure that out another time. So someone asked if I was First Nations. I'm actually not, but I have been ethnically ambiguous my whole life, and people often ask. Sometimes people ask if I'm, I don't know, yeah, like First Nations or Native American, depending on if you're in the States or Canada, or if I'm, I don't know. I kind of get like Mediterranean or like Hispanic sometimes too. I don't. Anyway, depends on if I have a tan, and I guess how dark I do my eye makeup. I don't know. So anyway, so no, I'm not. I am a white lady, but I've been called ethnically ambiguous all the time. Also, okay, Greg Allen, you want to talk about who? I don't know who that is. Oh, my high cheekbones. Yes, thank you, Heimdallsgate. I do have high cheekbones. I have been told as well. Nick Fuentes? Guys, I don't know who that is. I don't know. Can you explain who that is? I know that's not the guy from Bolivia. That's Morales. But now, guys, I'm looking like I don't know what's going on in the world. And I need to be able to talk about things I know. So, okay, no one is giving me a 411 on who Nick Fuentes is, so. It's because you live in fascism. Are you talking to me? Because of my high cheekbones? Guys, okay, I'm just going to launch in to my content because I had no idea if I would just be me by myself. So I did a little like live stream ideas. I don't know if you can see it. It's in pencil. Anyways, so I wanted to just talk a little bit about like my channel and welcome the newbies, the newcomers, because Nick Fuentes is a white nationalist. I don't know what he did. I don't know I wasn't really on Twitter today. Usually I'm on Twitter all the time. So I wasn't really reading up on the latest apps with him. So you guys can talk about him. He's growing mega. Okay, Greg Allen, I don't know. You guys can talk about it amongst here, but I'm gonna talk about welcoming the newcomers. So, oh, and also those who have been with me, for a while, thanks. I really appreciate it. Like a big shout out of a thank you to that for supporting my channel. Since it was the weird name that I don't even know, guys. Okay, let's just do a little like history lesson on my channel, okay? So I started off into Jordan Peterson, being like, oh, this guy's got some interesting ideas. And oh, look, he has some friends. Oh, they're calling themselves the IDW. That's interesting. Oh, people are afraid to be honest and to speak out. Oh, Evergreen happens and you can't even be honest in your own classroom about opinions without getting protested. You know when you kind of live in internet land on Twitter, you kind of just think that the whole world's like that. So I kind of was like that, like, oh, I guess if I don't have to worry about losing my job because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I was like, I can start a channel where I interview people and we talk about these topics that are on the edge. And like, I mean, oh, hi, Pagan Philosophy. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on. Guys, who did I miss? Like, I wanted to say hi to everybody. I forgot. Parker. Oh, Parker Holliff, as in my cousin. Hi. I did not know any of my family watched this, guys. So Parker is my cousin. Anyway, so Who else? No privacy. Alexander Vidok, guys, Vidakovic. Okay. Riyadh, we already went over your name. Dr. Strangelove, hi over from Twitter. Whitelasser? Itlisser. I don't know how to say that. Okay, I think I said hi to. Oh, hi, Joseph. Hi. Sorry. Oh, hi, Parker. Yeah, so guys, Parker's my cousin who is like Mr. Smarty Pants, triple major. One of them is in German, another one in political science, and I don't remember what the other one is. Oh, hi, say hi to your girlfriend Kita for me. Hi. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my origins of my channel. So I was all like, "Oh, I'm going to be the one who speaks out because people can't be honest in this day and age." Apparently, because I was only getting my intel from Twitter, and like, people are saying, "Wow, like it's so like hard to be honest and people are afraid of losing their jobs." Now, mind you, that is true in some industries, like in Silicon Valley with James Damore, like that was very real. But anyway, so I kind of ended up, I mean, I'm still doing the channel, but it sort of evolved. The name was The Other 95, and I kind of took it from a tweet or a survey that Eric Weinstein did on Twitter that I heard about from his brother Brett Weinstein and Heather Heying. They were on a panel and they discussed it about how 95% of people in the who voted said that gender is something that biologists can discuss and probably are the authority on. And then 5% said no, it's the gender studies professors. And I was like, oh, but then in the comments, it was like 50-50. It sounded like that 5% were like 50% of the comments. And then the other 95% were 50% of the comments. So I was like, oh, I'm the other 95. And so I was like, oh, I'm the other 95. So that's why my name was, I'm like part of the silent majority is what it was supposed to be. But I've kind of changed my mind about who the silent majority is and who isn't, because I kind of feel like in Twitter base, you kind of see these things highlighted. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. How people are like, things are going haywire, on Twitter. But people are like, go take a walk, go do whatever, go chat with some friends, have coffee, do a dinner party. I mean, no one's saying do a dinner party, but people are, saying get offline. You'll see the world isn't as crazy as Twitter says it is. But I mean, if you're a female athlete in, junior or senior athletics or competing at national levels, it is very much affecting you if males are in your category and, winning first place and you're left with what's ever left, so it's real for them. It's real for the gender reassignment surgery, like minors, so it's real for some people. But guys, what are you talking about? Why are you using racial slurs in the chat? I left you for 1 second to monologue about the origins of my channel, and everything's gone haywire. Okay, so okay. Why, guys? I don't know anything about what's going on with white nationalists right now. Like, that's not really my area of expertise, like, at all. There is actually one guy who follows me, and I follow him on Twitter. He used to be a white nationalist, and I think I want to interview him at some point. I have to ask him, though. Let's see. Okay, where should we even start? Okay, hi, I'm late. Oh, hey, is it RYP? Like RYP? Do I just say RYP? You came over from Benjamin Boyce, didn't you? Nice to see you. So, okay. Say what? Hi. Oh, hey, say what? No racial slurs, okay? Not cool. I don't know how to, really deal with this. It's my first rodeo, guys. But, like, let's refrain from any anti-Semitism or white nationalism, or is that what we're talking about? Is that why? Well, is that why the white nationalism came up? Okay, so anyways, if you don't like someone, you can say like, "Oh, I don't like him," but like, let's not use that kind of talk here. That's not really welcome here. No, it's not welcome here. It's not really. It is not welcome here, guys. Anyway, so okay, no privacy, long time voice listener, new time Andrea with the bangs listener, I'm guessing. Anyway, nice to see you guys have come over to my channel. Thanks for giving me a chance. So what I want to ask you guys, and so maybe someone could try saying something, because you guys are kind of talking about stuff in the chat on your own there. But I kind of want to also interact with you. So okay, but what are you doing, RIP? Can't find the magical feature that puts comments on the screen to be broadcasted. Yeah, I know, Ben does it. That's how I even thought about it, because I thought, okay, so that's not a YouTube feature as far as I know. It's an OBS. Oh, I have OBS, like that's what I'm streaming from. Oh, say what? I'm a joke? Well, if I'm making you smile and laugh, that is wonderful. Anyways, so I do have OBS. Yeah, I can't see any of the comments though over on there. So I'll have to I'll have to figure that out, guys. I'll have to figure out how to put comments on the screen. Anyway, so anywho, oh yeah, so sorry. I'm just like kind of like, whoa, like I've got a hater here, guys. That's weird. I don't usually deal with those over on Twitter, so that's new. Anyway, so okay. The what I wanted to talk with you guys about is, so why are not why. What do you think about our cultural sort of space right now? How much of the, I guess, hoopla on Twitter where it talks about how, oh, we're freedom of speech, it's getting taken away, like be careful, otherwise we won't be able to say anything. And I mean, with Bill C-16, with the whole Peterson thing, and the compelled speech where you have to use certain pronouns, that kind of, oh guys, it says that I'm having trouble with my resolution. Can you see me still? Gateway white, oh great. We're still on this white nationalism thing, guys. Guys, don't talk about white nationalism anymore. Move on. I just want to know if you can see me, because I'm getting a warning. Anywho, I'll just continue. So, like, what do you guys think about what's going on with sort of the warnings we're getting on Twitter of like, watch out, we're going to hell in a handbasket kind of thing, versus what, oh good, oh thanks for IP, this stream is fine. So oh yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, Brian Bellinger, I'm good, and Dr. Strangelove, I am good. Okay, thanks. Okay, thank you. 5 out of 5 by 5. Great. Okay. So I kind of feel like it's a little bit overblown, is what I'm trying to say on Twitter. But then there are some things that are legitimately like concerning, and hence, people voting. If you want freedom of speech, YouTube is going to ban you. Oh, you guys. I know. No, okay. I'm not worried about freedom of speech in that they're going to ban me for something I say. Actually, let's talk about this. So I mean, watch this clip that someone put up of Tim Pool describing about what all of the, it's his opinion, but about the YouTube terms of service and how small channels like me with only like, say, a couple hundred views per video, about how we're gonna get like shut down. And I'm really nervous. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that in the terms of service, but it does say how if you're not, oh, what's the word? Like, if you're not commercial, or like if you're not able to be, not monetized, but they used some word, if you're not like marketable or something, you can be shut down at a moment's notice. So who is Tim Pool? Oh, okay, is that a joke? Or you don't know? Okay, he's just like one of those, he's kind of in the IDW, the intellectual dark web kind of group, a newer like edition. He was on Joe Rogan a couple times. He was the one who spoke with the Jack and the Twitter Twitter representatives. Anyway, so he's one of those guys. So commercially viable, that's what it is. Thank you, Rai-P. Oh yeah, Riyadh, yeah. So not commercially viable. So, but you have always been demonetized. Hey, I'm demonetized right now because I turned the monetization off because the little like how to do a live stream video I watched suggested to turn monetization off just in case you don't want to get in trouble if you show something. And I'm like, I'm not showing anything. I don't know why I turned it off, guys. I don't know how to turn it back on. I don't know how to. Maybe I'll go over to analytics. Nah, it's just showing me my current viewers. So anyway, I'll have to just, I don't get any super chats for this. So, oh well. Anywho, if anyone knows, maybe do I go to settings? Oh, here, monetization, enable, save. You know what? Sometimes you just have to use your eyes and look, guys. So anywho, about me being concerned. Did it work? Money bags? Guys, let me just go over to double check it stayed. Oh, enabled. Yeah, save. Okay. So, I mean, now all of the money is gonna just start rolling in. So I'm just gonna be swimming in money, you guys. Okay, so I am legitimately worried. Like, I lost sleep that night when I read and like listened to this thing about the small channels. So, I mean, I guess the interview I just did with Boyce ended up being, I think I have around 1,500 views on it. So that's good. But I mean, unless you have a bigger name, it's just going to be people who typically watch. And usually I have like about 100 to 200 views. So I just am like, oh, what part of Canada am I from? Okay, Fat Alice, I guess I'll do a few Q&As. Oh yeah, I'm at 29 viewers. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, thanks, Heimdall's Gate. So, oh no, that was Dr. Strangelove. Thanks. I don't see the green button. Guys, I turned on the monetization. I don't know what. Okay, so I will talk about where I'm from in just a moment, Fat Alice. Guys, how am I doing for my first? Can you just give me a little like, good job, keep going? I'm a little rattled from that like racism earlier, guys. I wasn't expecting that, but it is the internet, so I probably should have been. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so RIP. So YouTube somewhat clarified that a little bit, but it's still not clear. Seems they just are adding more reasons to get rid of people anytime they feel like it. The whole point of the terms of service. Okay. So anyway, I guess they would probably have to find a reason to like get rid of me or whatever. It kind of seemed like they were just gonna sort of like type in content creators with an average of 150 views per video, delete. Like that's kind of what I was imagining. So anyways, okay, I have a few questions. So let's see. Do I need to? I don't know how to refresh. How do I refresh, guys? Okay. So are you talking about like for the monetization? Because I clicked save, and over in live chat. Oh, enable. Oh. Yeah. I don't, guys. Oh, wait, news. The video contains paid promotion, such as paid product placement. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. How use promote by adding disclosure to. I don't know. I just turned all the things on, guys. Is it? Can you see any monetization stuff? Okay, saving. Okay, there. Okay, so. Okay, I don't know how to mute you, say what, to be honest. So you're just going to be sticking around. So anyway, yeah, so okay, where am I from? So I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And it is, I guess, I guess if you've ever heard of like, Banff National Park, like the mountains, I'm like about an hour away from there. And it's just, I guess it's 5 hours north of Montana. So that's sort of an idea of where I am. Let's see. Okay, Dr. Strangelove says low views won't get you deleted. They're more worried about producers who make content that advertise and don't want to be associated with. Okay. Okay, so you guys aren't really talking to me. Okay. So you got what are the reasons why they will be kicking people off of YouTube then? Like, what do you think? So you don't think I have to be worried is what it seems like. Calgary, the part that even Canadians think is cool. Yes, Dr. Strangelove, it is cool. Okay, so I kind of got off of the whole Calgary thing really quick. Because I don't know if you guys want to like hear about where I'm from. It just sort of seems boring to me. But I guess I'm the one who lives here. And it's boring to me, but not you guys, because it's foreign to you. So, yeah, so it is kind of like northern Texas. Like it's like we're kind of oil people. And so people go do business in Houston from Calgary like all the time. So, so my content is pretty safe for this platform. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Dr. Strangelove. That makes me feel better. Okay. So what is Calgary known for? So I'll give you a little bit of the rundown on what Calgary is known for. So we have something called the Calgary Stampede. It is apparently the greatest outdoor show on earth, according to them. I don't know if that's true, but anyway. So, no, they're not going to target you. Oh, I thought you were saying, no, there's no Target up there. I'm like, no, we got Target and it failed. And so then they pulled out of Canada, but that's not what you were. So guys, I am recording this. And when I look back, I am just concerned about how very ridiculous I am. I'm not like ridiculous. It's just I'm just sort of all over the place because it is sort of, I feel a little like ADD because I mean, I'm trying to answer questions trying to talk about my hometown, where I still live. And then I'm trying to keep up with the comments. And you guys keep going. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. You guys are talking about Calgary and Texas and Saudi Arabia. So, anyways, okay. So I'll just continue on with my story. So, yes, thank you, Bill Berry. Calgary Stampede. Okay, so I'm gonna just like chill with the comments for a minute. And if you have like another question or something you want me to discuss, you can, I guess, write, I don't know, like 3 exclamation points, or I don't know, do an emoji like some hearts. Those will be very easy for me to spot, like the questions. No, like it's that way I'll know they're for me. So just do. I mean, like I'm a lady, so like I like hearts. So that'll be my like signal that you wanna discuss. I mean, I enabled the super chat money, guys. If that way it'll be highlighted for sure. But I don't know. I guess you guys, it's not showing up. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. So anywho. So we're at 33 people. Great. I was hoping for 10. So like triple what I was wanting. So doing good. Okay. Back to Calgary Stampede. Okay. So here's the thing about the Calgary Stampede, you guys. So, I mean, it's like for kids. There are like rides and stuff. But like it's like Vegas for 10 days here. It's like, what happens at the Calgary Stampede stays at the Calgary Stampede. Like people, well, yeah, it's like what you would imagine. Like the most affairs happen there. It's a very dark place, you guys, at night. Like very dark. I don't really go anymore. Like I went when I was a kid and it was fun, in the day it's fun. They have like kid days where you can come for half price as a family and you can like win prizes and they're fun. And I went when I was like 18, like the tender age. Like you think that I'm naive on Twitter now. Like you should have seen me when I was 18. So I worked at a video store for my sort of like, summer job in between university and going in between high school and university. And so we as a store, like we went to the Calgary Stampede and the sort of like bar kind of place, like bar tent, I guess I'll call it. It was called Nashville North. And it's all country because of course it's a Stampede and everyone's a cowboy for 10 days in Calgary. And like it was, I mean, I didn't know what I was walking into, but it was a little bit intimidating / frightening. Like I had this guy not leave me alone, and one of my coworkers had to be like, yeah, hey man, she's with me. And then the dude finally listened, and I'm like, thanks for not listening to my nose. Like, or as in like no, like the word no. Pre-Me Too, guys. Pre-Me Too. Anyways, just kidding. It wasn't that bad, but it was like he needed another dude to be like, back off. Anyways, it was so dumb. That wasn't that bad, but it was a little bit jarring for innocent little me. So I think I've been back maybe like the next year and then never again. So, okay. Okay, so I'm just seeing Heimdall's Gate. Andrea, just go, quit worrying about it and run a show. I am Heimdall's Gate now. I am. I told the story. I told the whole story. So it's just sort of like the Calgary Stampede is kind of for kids. And then, those who are going to have to get tested for a venereal disease after. Like those are the two demographics. So that's what Calgary is known for. So that's my hometown, guys. That's my hometown. Oh, and everyone, like all businesses, including like any sort of business, like in the tallest of the tall buildings to the lowly, like video store, like at least for where I used to work when it was still a thing. Like everyone gets to wear Western garb. You don't have to wear any your normal, if you have a uniform, you don't have to wear any uniform, you don't have to wear a suit and tie. You can get out those chaps and that old hat and that bandana, and you can wear it and you can pretend to have a drawl, and it's totally legitimate because it's Stampede, even though we're Canadian. So I think I'm done with that. I think that's done, unless you guys had more questions about that. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking for the hearts. So, okay, Cowtown, yes. Okay, oh, I went too far. Okay, so Brian Bellinger. Am I saying that right? Bellinger? I think it is. Okay, so big tech platforms ditch terms of service and just enforce laws. Keeps them from getting tangled up in free speech. Okay, I'm not 100% sure by ditch the terms of service and just enforce laws. Yeah, but what laws though? In what countries? Like, what if, like, I mean, I remember in Pakistan with Twitter, I mean, I think they were enforcing some really lame law about like censoring like political opinions, or, you know, kicking people off that were against what, like, the regime or whatever, and that's not cool. So what about the laws where it says women can't be on the internet? Okay, I don't know if that's a law. I'm just making it up. So, but I mean, what about the laws that are sort of, you know, like against our Western values? So I don't know. I do have some friends who, and I am live streaming. They have a live streaming platform. It's my first live stream, so that's why I don't know if the Chthonic software guys are watching. Sorry, I'm not using your platform right now. It's called Entropy, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's kind of new, but they're actually, Wired is writing a hit piece against them right now, which, you know, will probably actually end up being good for them because it'll get their name out there. So they have like they kind of have that, like, no terms of service, and they make it so that the person running the stream, so in like this case me, you put in your own words that if someone says this, like, they are gone, you know, like, you police your own stream. And you're the one, it's up to you. If you don't want people there, you can give, you know, you can decide if you want to give warnings, if you want to have no warnings. And it's like, if people use this, like the N word, or, you know, in this case, the K word or whatever, you could, like, you write those. I know it kind of sucks. You have to write the words that you don't want in your stream, but in like your sort of settings, you put the words that if someone uses them, they get an automatic sort of warning, or they're just kicked off immediately, or whatever. So they're kind of leaving it. It's kind of like a libertarian, like, sort of space to be in. And they're getting the hit piece written about them because they're like, okay, well, white nationalists are going to start, speaking of white nationalists, they're going to start using the platform, or that platform, and they're going to be, you know, stirring up hate. And, oh, guys, I haven't even checked to see if anyone has written anything to what I'm talking about. So let me just, okay. Decentralized, not unlike Reddit. Oh, okay. You guys, I don't really know Reddit, other than it's sort of organized by topics. Oh, guys, my bangs. Why didn't someone tell me? They're horrible. Oh my gosh. See, I usually can watch I try not to. Okay. Someone in the comments was all like, oh, look at her, she's watching herself. I try not to, but man, guys, it's hard to, like, not look at yourself when you're recording, okay? Especially for a lady. Okay, they're still bad, guys. Anyway, I try my best to, like, not touch my hair and to not be, like, fiddling or, like, you know, whatever. But it's really difficult, so you can just, like, forget about it, okay? Whatever. So where are we talking about? So the big tech. So anyway, so the people at the Chthonic software, no, that's the name of their, like, their company. But yeah, so Entropy is the platform. So they're trying to, like, just have it be the person police it. Is Reddit kind of like, no, but Reddit has moderators. Who decides who gets to be the moderator, though? Can someone answer that for me? Put, like, the hearts so that I can see it, so I can read it. So decentralized. Okay, so with with tech companies running the de facto public spaces of the entire planet, they run into the issue of having to deal with different sets of laws. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So there is no easy solution. Yeah, I don't know how. Okay, guys, did you stop writing things? How does Reddit work? Like, who decides who's the moderator? But who censors though? Does Reddit, the website, censor, or the platform? Does Reddit censor? Does Reddit decide who gets to be the moderators? Do you start a topic and then you get to be the moderator? Like, how? I can't. I need someone to write to explain it, guys. I could just like look it up, I guess. Okay, so decided by the subreddit, right? Whoever starts it. I don't know either, actually. Okay, so it is a hard answer. And that's the thing is, I really only know about Twitter because that's kind of where I hang out the most, even though I do videos, but I don't know like even these terms of service and how I was all worried about like, oh no, what if they get rid of me? Because I don't know a lot about YouTube. I know a lot about Twitter because you just read, like I just am on there and you kind of pick up things as you're on there and you hang out there. But okay, sorry guys. Okay, so the big hearts, I forgot about those. Okay. So Reddit has moderators and tons of drama around it. If you create a subreddit, you get to mod it, but there are higher mods above you. You can also name mods. Okay. Reddit is for incels. Well, my husband looks at Reddit fairly often, so I don't know about the rest, but I can say he is not one of those. So leave it at that, because I'm a lady. Anyways, so Reddit. Okay. But these are bashed in the US, and the US don't have a perfect system, of course, but it's pretty good. Canada doesn't even have free speech. Let's go with US laws. Best of a bad lot. Well, and that's the thing. Okay, so there was oh no, I'm buffering. Guys, am I around still? Error. Frick. Can you see me? Okay, whatever. So I'll just continue on. So there were tons of threads deleted on Reddit around the Gamergate thing. Oh yeah, I talked with what's his name about that. Grim about that. The Reddit has issues with no transparency on removals. Oh, I see. So you just kind of don't even know unless you saw it and it's gone. Oh, Greg Allen, my bad. Okay. No, Greg Allen wrote my bad about the incels thing. So anyway. Okay. Oh, okay. So say what? I actually am going to answer this question because okay, so I actually, this is why I don't like being the one interviewed or even doing my own videos by myself, because I mean, I edit them to make them not so whatever, but like the last time I did an interview that was live actually, was with a friend of mine. I think it was like almost not quite a year ago. And someone, like, I mean, you said, are you on a lot of caffeine? And like, I mean, I don't know, like, I'm just going to take it as a fact. Like, that is literally what, well, not literally. That's what the person in the last live stream that I like guested in, which was, he was interviewing me, my friend, John McClone. Someone was like, how many Red Bulls has she had? And I was like so offended, and I was all like, what does that mean? And then I rewatched it and I was like, oh, did I go away? Oh well, I'm back apparently. So I don't know if you guys, oh wow, has it been 50 minutes, guys? Whoa, time flies. Anywho, so I actually yeah, someone was like, how many Red Bulls has she had? And so I was super like offended and like, wow, that was so rude. Why would someone say such a thing? And then I watched the interview back and I was like, oh, no wonder. I was a crazy person. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, well, okay, I guess I was like how I have been now. I just it's really hard for me to, like slow down and be like, okay, I'll tell this story. Here's the story. Okay, let's check back in with the comments. Oh, there's the 3 hearts. Okay, I'll answer that question. Like, when I'm talking with someone and I'm the interviewer, I have a goal and I have an aim. And I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get them to answer and satisfy my curiosity. And so because I have a goal, I am very much like trying to pull things out of them, and I am the one asking the questions, and I don't have to think of what to say because I've already I always write out a few like sort of bullet points of what I want to cover, and I want to get to each bullet point. So because of that, I am very, I guess, aimed at getting these answers. So I'm very focused and I'm not really all over the place. But when it's just me, like by myself, I am just like, I am all over the place, guys, as you have witnessed. So I think it'll be good for me to try to just do these live streams and sort of get, I guess, used to it and sort of just calm. Like, it's probably because I'm a little bit nervous. Like, I don't talk to people like quite like this. Like, I'm a little bit more calm, a little bit slower, not so all over the place. So, okay. So RIP is writing, streaming solo with a chat is weird, a weird skill to master. You watch a live stream yourself, anyone you're trying to emulate. Okay, like, no, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't really like do like YouTube or streams. Like, I've watched Ben Boyce's, I watched my friend Taya's. Like, that's it, guys. Like, that's all. Maybe I should. Like, that's a good idea. Maybe I should watch a few more just to get tips, because I mean, I'm looking here. I do, like, guys, I honestly thought I would be me and Heimdall's Gate, aka Matthew and Jessica, who told me that they were gonna make sure to tune in. I thought it would just be like me and them, and that it might just be like a back and forth between us. So I'm delighted that I have the number that I have. So that's great. But then I just get so distracted and get thrown off by this, that, or the other, and I just sort of, and I can't really stick to one thing. So okay, I need to look for the 3 hearts. So, okay, so the streaming thing, 1 or 2 more streams and you'll find your flow. Thanks. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and it was kind of like when I made my first intro video, like I've recently remade my latest intro because I've rebranded to She Wonders Why, because that's what I explain it in my intro video, but I am a very curious individual, and that's sort of what these interviews have become for me. Is I'm kind of coming full circle now because I started talking about my streaming channel and where I was going with it, and now I'm going back there. So I kind of just want to find out things I'm curious about and interested in, and right now I'm really very curious about our culture and our society and what is happening to it. Should we be worried? Should we be what are we looking for? I think it's meaning. I think that's a huge gap in our culture, and I think there's a lot of symptoms. And then down here there's a sort of deep-seated yearning, So I think that's what a lot of our stuff with regards to Trump How did this man get elected? Well, a lot of reasons. He tried running before and he didn't get past the primaries, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I read that he started running before. And he didn't even make it past the primaries. So now how did he make it to the presidency? These are sort of, I mean, I've not actually like literally interviewed someone about this, but I think that there are things going on. Like, there was stuff going on in the Great Depression. There was stuff, I mean, looking over it in the Weimar Republic. That was the Great Depression. That was the 30s in Germany. What's going on? Imagine if we had podcasts then. Like, people, like, what's going on in our culture? People are upset. People are looking for answers. They're burning their money for warmth. And anyway, so I think that was relatable. I mean, related to what I was talking about, but I don't know where I am. So anyway, okay. So I think that, yeah, so the whole point was, when I did my intro video, wow, I did a bit of a tangent, but it's okay. It was a story that I did the whole way through. So I think that is a step in the right direction. So with my first intro video, it was so bad. Like, because, I was doing this, so I'm like, oh, I guess I have to talk into the camera, like kind of like Talladega Nights with like Will Ferrell. Any Will Ferrell fans out there, when he's like, what do I do with my hands? Like, that's totally like what I felt like, because it just is so foreign to try to pretend like there are people on the other side of this, but then when I started doing my interviews, I'm literally talking to a person. That one, I just took like a duck to water. Like, there was really, actually, that's not true. My first few interviews were pretty rough, but it didn't take long at all for me to sort of find my groove there. But for the stuff by myself, I still have trouble, guys. For my little intro clips to my videos or to my interviews, I have to restart them like 5 times. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, that was ridiculous. Okay, and starting over, So that's kind of how I feel. I mean, it's a bit better because I'm not by myself and I feel like I am talking to you guys. But okay, so anyways, I missed your heart spamming, Brian Bellinger. Thanks. Okay, so Trump, don't abuse the hearts, guys. Like, please don't make me kick you off or mute you, even though I don't know how to do that. But okay, so Trump ran years ago and got nowhere. Yes, exactly. Okay, so Dr. Strangelove. Yeah, you guys have all read this, and so you already know. But yeah, so people are a lot more grumpy and irrational nowadays. I know, but I want to get to know why. Why are we so grumpy and irrational? Like, I mean, I remember hearing that. I remember hearing people talk about this on Twitter. Like, oh, I think it was it... Oh, what's his name? Who wrote Coddling of the American Mind? Not Greg Lukianoff. Why is that the one I remember? Jonathan Haidt. I think I remember listening to a podcast with him and Peterson where he's like, people are a lot more tribal than we thought they were. And it's like, oh, really? Like, are they? Are people more tribal than we thought? Has there not always been group tensions? Like, you guys can answer that. Oh, is it hate? Thanks, Brian. Anyway, like, yeah, I kind of feel like we people have always been tribal. Like, maybe it's, I guess, hubris of the, I guess, elites or the intellectual class to think that we can. Oh yes, thanks. It's Jonathan Haidt. Yes, I know. Thanks, Heimdall's Gate. Okay. To think that we can supersede and I don't want to be committing the naturalistic fallacy here, guys, but like our wiring, our hard wiring is to be concerned about our group. And that can be, I guess, categorized in different genres and subgenres, like, the Reddit and subreddits, if you will. Yeah, I brought it in there. But yeah, I don't think that we can Like, oh, let's just pretend that we are a global community. I've heard, I know some people are hopeful that we can adapt to that. I don't know, guys. Okay, so let me start reading. Okay, guys, you forgot to do the hearts. Like, are any of these for me? Okay. So let's see. Dr. Strange, a part of it is because of 30 years of self-esteem based education in public schools. Yeah, that's kind of like the coddling. Like the book, they talk about that quite a bit, actually. People are grumpy and irrational because, sorry, that's Fat Alice. People are grumpy and irrational because we're all plugged into social media. Hive mind, we are more connected to each other, and so we are more tribal. That is true. Okay, yeah. Okay, we will talk about the naturalistic fallacy again in a second here, Brian Bellinger, but I am kind of a few comments up. So yeah, so okay. We are that's true. So we are like tribal as we all thought, but we are seeing what people on, like the other side of the country, the other side of the world are saying, and we're a little bit more like, I don't agree with that. We're kind of, like, well, not crying wolf, but I guess just crying like, bad, you, other side of the world, you're bad, or your thoughts are wrong and go against what we say is freedom. And then they're like, no, protection from the other is freedom. And then we're like, no, freedom to be and do what you will is freedom. And so, like, there's these, I guess, kind of almost Cold War ideological conflicts. Because that reminds me of, like, say, Russia versus the United States, but it wasn't so, it was in your face on the news, but we were kind of, by we, I mean, like, I'm 33, guys. So, I mean, was it 89 when the Berlin Wall fell? And is it 91 when the communist regime in Russia fell? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think that's what what the right years were. So you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So anywho, I what am I talking about? Oh yeah. Okay, no, I'm gonna get back to the naturalistic fallacy in a second here, guys. But yeah, guys, where was I going with it? Oh yeah, so people knowing other people's opinions from the other side of the world. So it is so yeah, Fat Alice, you mentioned that. Like, you just said it very succinctly and directly, and here I was like, I'm just gonna expound on it and then forget where I was going with it. So I think that's kind of it. So okay, let's talk about the naturalistic fallacy. I actually have have you heard of Letters? No. It's just Letter. So Letter Wiki. It's an alternative sort of social media platform where you can discuss topics and write each other back and forth, and kind of old-fashioned style. Just sort of letter writing. And so I wrote an anthropologist and about a guy I actually interviewed. His name's Cody. So I wrote him a question about the naturalistic fallacy, and I find it well, Brian, I'm not really sure where you want to go with the naturalistic fallacy, but I'll just say it for me. Okay, so let's just state it what it is. So what my understanding of it is sort of the is part of the is ought problem. So here's how our ancient hunter-gatherer ancestors acted. Here's how chimps that we've been observing act currently. Here's how our, anything, whatever. Here's how things are in nature, just by the way they are instinct-wise. And then going from there and leaping over to be like, so therefore we ought be like that. And there are some things that seem like that could cross over. Like, for example, food. I've thought about this. What kind of food did our hunter-gatherer ancestors eat? And what are our, you know, sort of guts evolved to eat? And I guess that's kind of the paleo diet or the keto diet or whatever. So what are we evolutionarily adapted for? I mean, you could kind of do that with the food thing, I think, but I don't know. I could be off for that. But our hardware is sort of, it's sort of geared for that. It's sort of aimed towards that, I think, depending on where in the world you are. I mean, people in Asia who've been eating rice for hundreds of thousands of years, if not maybe, I don't know if I'd say millions, but however long, maybe they're geared more towards, say, rice eating than we are. I don't know. But there are other things, like some animals, you know, if there is, say, if there's I've seen this on like planet Earth, like a polar bear mom had 3 cubs, and like one of them was the runt, and like David Attenborough or whoever, you know, was narrating, was like, well, okay guys, am I going to attempt this? Should I do a British accent? Okay, I'm going to try it. Like okay, we're gonna try this, okay? Like the young runt will probably not see another winter because it will most likely starve to death. Because the mother will feed the 2 that will most likely survive. Okay, that was terrible, guys. But if I'm prepped, I can usually do an okay British accent. Anywho, so like that's horrible. That would be like, oh, so, you know, oh, I had triplets. Shoot. I mean, one of them's kind of the runt, so I guess I'll let it starve to like we can't do that because we are not animals. We have more than instincts. We have you know, moral frameworks and like ethics and a conscience. And so that, okay, I guess that's kind of it. Like that's, but what do we do with that? There are some things that seem like they could kind of easily transfer, but then there are other things that don't seem like they would easily transfer. That would be very unethical, you know? So, okay, what do you guys think of that? I guess put like, I don't know, put a couple hearts if you want to talk about answer back and that. And okay, we'll do pink hearts if you want to talk more about that, the naturalistic fallacy. But if you have a different question or different topic, it's been like over an hour. So if there's one more thing we want to talk about, do a different color heart, and then I'll look at that. Okay. So, sorry, Rai P, you already did a yellow heart for the naturalistic fallacy, so I'll go over that. For what? Oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, Brian, you said for what it's worth, I think the is-ought distinction is wrong. Oh, you do? Okay, well, will you write what you actually think it is, and I'll read it? Okay, so Rai P, naturalistic fallacy versus evolution is an interesting balancing act, especially if you go with the Haidt model of morality. That's as in Jonathan Haidt. Rather than should we? Asking, are we equipped to deal with X may be good. Oh. That's interesting. I don't know, can you... Okay, so Riyadh, I see you writing something. No privacy, you're fresh out of hearts. That's a shame. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Are we equipped to deal with this? I'm not familiar with that bit from Jonathan's work. So maybe you could write a little bit more and on like what that means, and I'll do that. Okay, so Brian wrote back, well, not that what you said is wrong, just the generally understood distinctions just isn't really a thing. Okay. So pagan philosophy, so wouldn't our ethical and moral capabilities be linked to our intellectual ability? Therefore, we should focus on developing ethical concepts. Yeah, well, we kind of have. So So I guess we could sort of take, and I don't know if this is where you're going with this, pagan philosophy, but so if we could sort of make an ethical distinction of like, oh, this could be an ought, and that's not ethically ambiguous, or maybe this should not be an ought, and because we have our ethical framework to tell us that should not be. So is ought distinction based on what? I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just kind of like running away with this. Okay, so I have an example from Rai P. Okay, Riyadh, I know you had a bunch of different color hearts, and if you want to bring up something else, then just bring it up and we can maybe talk about it. And then I'm probably going to wrap up because it's been like over an hour here. So example, we are not equipped to deal with social media since we didn't evolve with it, and it's wreaking havoc on our society at the moment. Oh, totally. Oh, that is so great. Yes. It totally is. I'm actually going to speak with Pamela Peresky about, she's going to teach a class on how to deal with social media, how to be better. And like, I mean, you can't just like, I kind of, champion, guys, be kind, be nice. But that isn't enough. Just saying, be nice. Like, it's not working because people are so not nice on social media. Like it's not, we're not seeing results, right? So that's one of the themes I've sort of been trying to explore is how to be on Twitter, because that's the space that I occupy and the social media I'm on the most. And for me, I kind of have a group that I kind of stick in for discussing things. But if I do wander out, like, so I know them, so I'm not going to be a jerk to them because I'm kind of, they're a bit of like a kind of friend group. And if people are, if I wander off out of that, I try to think of it as what's the worst possible way someone can take this. Okay, I'm going to assume they'll take it badly. So I'll be the best I can be for writing so I'm clear about what I'm trying to say. And if they're mean, then I just try not to write back. Don't feed the trolls. Anyway, okay, so Fat Alice, you said something, humans are just animals with lots of resources. When resources run low, we become more animalistic. That's kind of true. The Soviet regime printed posters declaring to eat your own children is a barbaric act. More than 2,500 people were convicted of. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I didn't know that, and that's why communism doesn't work, friends. I actually tweeted something about that, about communism not working. And guys, I wasn't pro-communism. Like, I had to clarify. Like, okay, I'm gonna go over to it. So I wrote this. You know how people say communism doesn't work because look at Russia. I meant Soviet Union. Look, the Soviet Union collapsed. But what do we say about modern day China? I know their methods of control and censorship are terrible, but it's still working nonetheless. Look how much business we do with them. I'm not saying China's great, guys. Like, I think what did I write? I did receive some really good answers that actually did answer that question, but I'm not saying look how great China is. I'm just saying the Communist Party has been ruthless. Oh no, I'm not saying that. I know it's been ruthless, but I mean, why haven't they just collapsed? If it doesn't work, how are they still in power? That's what I was trying to explain. That's what I meant. And I think people just said, it depends. They pulled a Peterson on me. They're like, well, that depends on what you mean by works. I mean, if they're in power, does that mean it's working? If citizens are afraid to speak their minds freely and openly, is that working? So yeah, I kind of got a couple of responses basically saying that. So it's not working for the, I can't remember the name of the Muslims who live in China, but who are in work camps doing slave labor. It's not working for them. So yeah, absolutely. it depends on what you mean by works. And so, but I didn't, what I meant by works is why haven't they just collapsed? And same with North Korea. Why haven't they just collapsed? And I guess it just takes time for those kinds of dictatorships to fall. As we saw with Russia, it took a while. So, okay. If you want to, okay, yeah, okay. So Brian Bellinger, if you follow me, yeah, I'll try to look for you too. Like, yeah, we can talk more about that, or on sign up for a letter about talking about the naturalistic fallacy. We can talk about it there too, in a little bit longer format, or we can do it on Twitter, whatever. We can talk about it there. Okay, because I do find it very. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that Heimdall's Gate about the name of the peoples who are the Muslim peoples who live in. How do you say it? Uyghur? I don't know. I'm gonna look that up later. Okay, China's gonna take over Africa. Gary Leroy or Leroy? I don't know how to say it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Who wanted to bring up something else? Does anyone? We're talking about China. I guess I kind of brought up something else with the China thing. So, Rai P says that China's not really economically communist. Yes, that's what somebody wrote me. Oh, Uyghur. Okay, that's how you say it. So, yeah, it's not. It's sort of just by name, I guess, the Communist Party or whatever. But okay, guys, how should we close off? Like, what? I mean, I kind of went over most of what I wanted to talk about. Oh, what did you guys? Okay, those of you who probably is most of you guys, those of you who watched my Boyce interview, thanks for all the comments, by the way, guys. I don't really get a ton of comments. I mean, so it's nice to kind of hear feedback on how I'm doing and stuff in my interviews. So yeah, thanks for the comments. What did you think? I just really want to know. What did you guys think of my Benjamin Boyce impression at the very beginning of my intro? Because I worked really hard on it. And oh, Fat Alice, no, actually. I thought I answered this. I'm white. I'm just white. I don't have any sort of. I need to do a 23andMe. Yeah, I don't know what my cultural background is, other than what I do know of it is that I am Caucasian. So there was like a fable that, you know, we had like a Native American like ancestor, you know. But you know how like old people, like old great grandmas and grandpas kind of just like tell tall tales. They're like, oh yeah, the baby was left on the doorstep, and then we raised it, and your grandpappy here married her. So, you know, like stuff like that. So I don't know what I actually am, but anyway, okay. Oh, he what did I? Okay. Oh, the impression. Okay, so no privacy says the impression was amusing. Thank you. Dr. Strangelove, you've got to watch it because it's good in my opinion. Sing us a lullaby. What? Ben Guy Williams, where did you get the impression I could sing? Okay. Are you talking to someone else? Because I don't think you're talking to me. Okay. Okay, so you guys liked it, I guess. Okay. That Alice, like you really want to know my cultural background. I do too. Again, as far as I know, I'm white. But I don't know. I mean, I would be fine. I could do one of those like white girl 23andMe reveals that's been going around the internet lately. Did you guys see that one where she was all like, "Oh, they took away my Asianness from me, but I do have a little bit of African American, which was probably not so properly attained and had some rape in it there." But anyway, yeah. So I think that I did want to close up. Yeah, you're right. So, I think that's kind of it. Is there anyone? Guys, are you liking the interviews? Like, that's kind of one of the things I wanted to get to know from you. Ben asked me, oh, what is your audience interested in? And I'm like, I don't know. I hope you guys are interested in the things that I'm, you know, putting out there, but I should probably know that. So do you, like, I mean, you can write it here in the live stream, or you can like leave a comment about, I keep asking you to leave comments, you guys, about what you want me to cover. And some of you have written back, but like not a lot. So people or topics. I've kind of been looking at meaning. I've been looking at a lot of sort of scientific anthropological things because I'm really interested in our human origins. People want me to talk about religion, but like, guys, it's really hard. I am not a fan of having to talk about like, oh yeah, because I'm a Christian. Like I do have faith. Like I have a faith. And it's just really, I find it really annoying, like discussing things with atheists because whatever. But I am warming up to the idea, and I'm gonna, I think maybe in the next year, I'll try to talk about it with someone. Okay. So anyway, oh, Fat Alice, you're here for the bangs. Thanks. I appreciate it. People are like slowly dropping off, and which should probably be my my clue. But okay, so current culture shift bang stuff is good. Okay. No religion. Thanks, I'm Duskate. Okay. So the interviews are great. Okay, thanks. Okay, I think that like religion. Oh yeah, Paul Vanderclay. You guys, I am friends with him. All praise Elon Musk. Okay, suborbital Ben. I will. Oh, you're just like, oh, Ben, as in like Steph's Ben? Okay, I know you. I'll do my best to get Elon Musk on, but I have a feeling he's not available. Okay, skip religion for Ben Guy Williams. Okay. Well, we've got, oh yeah, bye Greg Allen. Greg Allen is like, I am gone. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for that one. I might have Paul on. I do like Paul. I am gonna have a guy who spoke at my church who has sort of a ministry / sort of has sort of developed a relationship with like our local indigenous tribe, because I've been really, oh, good night, no privacy, good night. So I have been really interested in sort of looking into sort of race relations within Canada. So for us, it's like sort of the white people with the indigenous people. So I'm going to interview him about it, about that. And so, I mean, he's a professor at my old university, and he's like a theology professor, but I don't know if we're going to get into religion stuff, because I'm thinking I just want to talk about the indigenous stuff. But I mean, there could be a little bit in there, like how, you know, sort of Catholicism in the residential schools sort of impacted them. But anyway, so I think I might have Paul Vanderclay on. I don't know what other than, hey, religion. I guess I could discuss, hey, why do some people like talking about religion and why do some people not? I don't know. I need an angle, you know what I mean? So, okay, so the thing is, religion is part, so Rai P wrote this, thing is, religion is part of the meaning crisis at the room of the current cultural shift. So it's going to come up. Yeah, actually, you're totally right. How could I have forgotten that? That's kind of my theory about that. I'm not religious, by the way. Just Jesus curious. Oh, Rai P, you're Jesus curious. Well, I am Jesus, I don't know, knowing, I guess. So, yeah, it's just, religion is fine as long as it's not dogmatic. And yeah, I don't like dogmatic, like fundamentalist stuff either. So, it is, because religion was our meaning. Like, since we could look at the sun or the moon or, you know, the animals, and we're like, oh, they seem to know things we don't. Let's, you know, the tides, and like, oh, there is magic about us and whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to Stephen Klaus again. He's a specialist in Aristotelian philosophy and sort of philosophy around the same time as the founding fathers, sort of like both of those perspectives. And he loves Nietzsche and the whole God is dead thing. And I talked with him, but we didn't really get to the well, what do we replace it with? You know, like we talked up until like, we talked all about the God is dead thing, but we didn't talk about what do we replace it with. And I mean, that is a good question. So yeah, I kind of have an idea now. I'll have to write some stuff down. That's kind of what I was looking to end with, is sort of more direction of where to go. So in the meeting direction, I think I'm going to continue on in that, guys. Okay. So is the new climate change religion? Yeah. So Aaron Liu, yeah, someone mentioned that. I think Eric Weinstein talked about that today. So on Twitter. And he was okay. I think I'm gonna be done, guys, because I am losing. I'm dropping down to 17. I think at the most it was at 33. So I am very happy with that. Oh man, you guys, I'm gonna like, I guess I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this back, but I probably should to improve. But thank you for coming and bearing with me in all of my randomness. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, my faithful followers. I very much appreciate it. So I think, oh, I was at 37. Yeah, woot woot. Look at me. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'll do another one next month, guys, and it'll be a Christmas one. Let's talk about Christmas and Christmas festivities. Okay, bye, Dr. Strangelove. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. You guys are like gonna literally all leave and it'll be 0 and I'll be like, okay, I guess it's done. No, but I really should end it, guys. This was fun. Oh, it was a fun stream, really? Thanks, RIP. Okay, I'm gonna end on that encouraging note, even though I feel like I was all over the place, but maybe that is entertaining. So, yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go. Have a lovely rest of your evening in whatever time zone you're in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.